Hey everyone, Luke here, and today we're going to talk about glandulars. I actually got this question from a YouTube comment. Now, glandulars are a very important product that we use in nutritional balancing science, and we use them to speed up the oxidation rate. Okay, that's the most important thing to probably realize. Okay, we don't use them in cases of fast oxidation. Okay, because obviously, if a person's in fast oxidation, we want to slow the oxidation rate, and we wouldn't use a glandular because they speed up the oxidation rate. Okay, so that's the most important thing to realize, is that glandulars are used along with many other products to help speed up the oxidation rate. Okay, so glandulars are basically just freeze-dried organs of animals. Okay, so for example, when they butcher a cow, for example, what they do is they take out the organ. So for example, in thyroplex, which is one of the endomytic glandulars that we use, it's mostly comprised of thyroid extract. Okay, so they would take the thyroid, they actually take the thyroid gland and the tissues out of the animal, and then they freeze dry it, okay, in a closed kind of setting, so it doesn't get contaminated and things like that. And they're very careful to to handle it carefully as to not disturb its healing properties. And so what they do is they freeze dry it, okay, because that's the best way to preserve it. And then they put it in the capsule, and then when you take that, it helps to rebuild that gland. Okay, so it's been known in medicine for quite some time that taking in an organ will help that specific organ. So if you eat spleen extract, it will help rebuild your spleen. If you eat liver, it'll help rebuild your liver, thyroid, kidney, same concept, right? And the reason this is because if you think about it, the reason why if you were to eat thyroid extract, it would help your thyroid is because the thyroid contains all the nutrients that your thyroid needs, right? It's because animals' bodily systems, they need the same nutrients that we do, right? So, for example, things in the thyroid would need selenium, iodine, things like that, right? And so when you take that in, you're taking the exact nutrients that the animal's body used to build that organ for your own organ, and it helps to rebuild it, okay? So if you remember, in slow oxidation, the thyroid gland and the adrenal glands are underactive, okay? So we want to boost their activity, hence raising the oxidation rate. So when you take the glandular, you're helping to rebuild that target organ, okay? The two that we like are the one I mentioned, thyroplex. That one's a less of a stimulant. We like to use it in the case of sympathetic dominance, so it doesn't stimulate the person too much. And the other one we use is endodrin. Those are the two main ones that we use. Thyroplex is a little less stimulating because it contains more of a thyroid, whereas endodrin is more stimulating and more concentrated. And I believe it has a little more adrenal extract. Okay, so those are the most important things to realize. Okay, glandulars speed up the oxidation rate. They help rebuild the gland because of specific nutrients that the gland has in it. Okay, that we get from the animal. They're also relatively young, right? They're young because if you remember, young, it means coming from animal products. In cases of supplements, they come from animals, so they're relatively young. Okay, so it helps to make the yin body, which is slow oxidation, more yang. Okay, and like I said, most importantly, they speed up the oxidation rate. So we're not going to give glandulars to a person in fast oxidation. So it's very important to realize. So I hope that helps you guys out, and I'll talk to you guys later.